Do you think the attributes that make somebody a strong leader or a strong female leader change over time? Or do you think that it is one that each experience teaches you?
For me, it's been one experience after the other, and there's been kind of a pathway of doors that opened,
Mm,
and I don't think I did everything perfectly, but I think I did enough where my passion about the subject
mhm.
matter, my passion about the people I was serving with, the feeling that we are all responsible to give back to the communities we live in, I believe. I
Yeah.
mean, even in the smallest, sharing your talents, treasures, and time is kind of the mindset that to me nurtured this part of me I didn't know existed. So
Mhm.
those yeses gave me opportunities that I did things I didn't think I could do, which led to more opportunities that led to me to be a part of more thought leaders and
Mhm.
and a part of more things. And as we've discussed, I have my work life. I have raised a family.
Yeah.
I'm an empty nester. I have this philanthropic. I don't even. It's just areas I'm passionate
Mhm.
about that have great synergy. I'm very particular about the things that I do, and when I find something that I can get really excited about, I'm all in, both feet. I had to say no to some opportunities because I can't. I only have 24 hours in a day, although it seems like maybe cram in a little bit more
Yeah.
than I need to in some of those times. I think whatever I have chosen to do, and early on, it might have been being a class parent
Mhm.
for one of my children's classes or the lacrosse mom, head mom. Whatever I did, I was willing to make sure I had the time to do it. And
Mm.
if it was something that I enjoyed and I was
Yeah.
excited about, I loved supporting my children in the things they did. So those were easy yeses.
Mm.
And now, of course, it's not taking on too much
Yeah.
where I would limit how well I can do in the things that I'm a part of. I think it's time management
Yeah.
and following the doors that open in a way that nurture my insights, I think,
Yeah.
more than anything else.
And I know that, maybe that was evolutionary, but you have blazed paths. You have owned who you are. You have helped others own who they are. You've been really inspiring in that way. But I almost think that you don't know that you've been that inspiring and that it might have been part of your intention to take care of people and serve people in the communities, and that's your way of doing it. But you've really made a significant impact.
Totally. I mean, I always say it's so funny because the biggest thing that's come in the last probably 10 years is I really truly believe in my core that I'm not here by accident.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I'm like, if they only knew, and because I didn't have the experience to go with some of the yeses I made,
Yeah.
but I found that we're all, even the most talented people have a life to live,
Yeah.
and there's always something to connect
Yeah.
with another with. So yeah, I've certainly had it, and my husband was always quite good at saying, you're not there by accident. And I believe that today. I'm not afraid or fearful, but again, it's that part of being willing to take the
Yeah.
risk. Maybe I end up at a table that I'm over, just it's over my head. Then I can deal with
But
that.
that's okay,
That's
right? Because
okay.
what's worse that's gonna happen?
Well, it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
And that lifelong learner I just may be there for some other reason.
One of the things that I would, if I'm in somebody's shoes that's either an emerging female entrepreneur or somebody that is looking up to you right now, or somebody that's looking to you for inspiration, regardless where they're at in their life. And I'm listening to this, part of me is thinking, you have a quest for learning, you are going to show up and you're going to do the part, you're going to do the homework, but you also don't seem like you're afraid to fail. Where does that come from?
Well, it can be real. I mean, I think obviously I have some fear to fail. I've found though that when I put my attentions in a way and I truly am authentic about what I'm
Sure.
passionate about, it's never a fail.
Mm,
It might be a misstep or
mhm.
a path that takes me a little astray,
Yeah.
but there's always an opportunity attached to it that opens up yet another door.